What is happening, my fellow Wasteland Wanderers? Welcome back to another episode of Fallout New Vegas. In this episode, we are continuing our infiltration of the Brotherhood. They asked us to go talk to some scouts that they had sent out before the lockdown, so we're going to go do that. But briefly, before we do so, I want to tackle this computer virus problem and see if we can figure out what's going on here.
Our instruments show
it appears like there's going to be a lot of useful information that I just can't access right now because of this virus. Across the river, I wonder what that could be about.
You actually did it! If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off. But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right?
Now that the data store is fixed, what do you think of Hardin trying to get McNamara dismissed?
I can understand how the man might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis and begin moving forward again.
How do I get access to more topics in the data store?
Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
Oh, you don't say. I feel like me and Ramos are pretty tight. But time for me to go?
Later.
I'll never get used to the weird later that these guys keep doing. Alright, and now we access the database. Let's look at bunker information. Project goals, Hidden Valley. The goal of the Hidden Valley project is to create a self-sustaining shelter for high-ranking VIPs that can serve as a command structure in times of crisis. The bunker itself is located several hundred feet below the surface. Multiple layers of reinforced materials serve to prevent a breach of the inhabitable areas by anything save for a direct hit by a bunker-busting weapon utilizing a mega-tonnage considered outside the capability of America's closest competitors. In the event that our enemies become capable of such an attack, the bunker's dervish camouflage system makes targeting the site impossible for automated systems, forcing aggressors to rely on guesswork and sheer luck. That sounds really complicated. System overview. The Hidden Valley bunker relies on two main systems. The Candle Fusion Power System provides power to all bunker systems, built more for reliability and duration of service. The power output of the system has been exceeded by many current designs, but it can supply the bunker with power for an estimated 752 years. The Dervish camouflage system provides visual and electronic interference to prevent airborne or long-range enemy weapons from targeting the bunker. The normal soil around Hidden Valley has been supplemented with a combination of aluminum and various silicitates that are then dispersed using a widespread network of industrial fans to blanket the area in a cloud of what is essentially chaff. Combined with the electronic countermeasures of the nearby array at Black Mountain, the bunker at Hidden Valley is effectively impossible to target. Elder dismissal incidents. This is the juicy gossip that we've been looking for. Incident number 1. Let it be recorded that on this day, Raymond Lorne was dismissed from his post as elder for committing the crime of murder. Brother Lorne was known to have hostile feelings toward the victim, senior scribe Ritter. The guilty party insists that Ritter's death was a tragic case of friendly fire. The bunker was under attack at the time, but the tribunal felt they could not let him persist as elder with such suspicion hanging over him. Case number 1, you frame him for murder, or you get him to murder someone. Head Scribe Buck. Incident number 2. Be it known that from this day, Kenneth Jones shall no longer bear the title of elder. Brother Jones has willfully gone against the chain that binds and has been forced to step down. Head Paladin Lindquist succeeds him as elder. Head Scribe Morgan. Goes against the chain that binds. What does that even mean? So he just went against the will of the people and they ousted him? Man, I wish we could do that in real life. Incident number 3. Let the record show that I have stood witness to the dismissal of David James from the post of elder. Brother James was charged with destroying an unknown device recovered from a recent expedition. The purpose and function of the device remain unknown, and Brother James has thus far proven unwilling to discuss the matter with anyone. Head Scribe Talwyn. So homeboy found some old war tech and was like, I'm just gonna bash it, and I'm not gonna tell you why. He found an old iPod and was like, we are not listening to Ariana Grande on repeat, and Brotherhood just wasn't having it. All right, and that's about all we got. That's a lot. That's pretty interesting. Oh, and one more thing before we head back out into the wasteland. We had been talking to Hardin, and he wants to get the skinny on what McLamara is having us do. So let's check in with him real quick and see what he's got to say.
What is it, outsider? Have you discovered anything?
Do you know anything about the chain that binds?
I could hardly call myself head paladin if I didn't. It's one of the first things every initiate learns when they start training. What about it?
One of the first times an elder was dismissed was due to it.
I could be wrong, but I think that's a dead end. McNamara's always followed orders, and we've been incommunicado since fleeing Helios.
Never mind. Let's talk about something else.
What did you have in mind?
The elder tasked me with contacting several scouts out in the waste.
That's a sensible notion. Your familiarity with the nearby terrain makes you perfect as a liaison. I've been trying to get the elder to send out scouts for years, and he's always been resistant to the idea. Said they'd be a vulnerability. I wonder what changed his mind.
I found the patrols for the elder, and they had mission discs with orders from McNamara on them.
Just as I thought. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me. The nerve of that man. This little stunt is probably what got them killed in the first place. Our normal patrol routes are known to be relatively safe. This is exactly the kind of thing I'm trying to avoid by ousting McNamara.
All right, well, time for me to go.
Later.
And with that little bit of relaying information, let's boogie out and see if we can track down those scouts. Okay, so we've got 3 scouts to find, and one of them is just a tad south of here. close to the NCR correctional facility where they don't particularly like us very much. Second one doesn't seem to be near much that we have discovered, but it's a touch north of Nipton. Third one is all the way out here. I think that's on the other side of the river at Forlorn Hopes. I think that might be close to the Legion, their big head camp. So I think first we will try and head south here and see if we can contact this one. This area is kind of weird, so I don't know if I'll be able to find a break in the fence to quickly go through. Or I might just get lucky. Hell yeah. Or maybe not. Son of a bitch. Oh, come on. I'd totally be able to climb that. Or I can just open the gate. That's a great way to do it. Now, I thought this area was a bit unfamiliar, but actually it doesn't seem too far off from where we've traveled previously. Oh, they're powder gangers. The jacket he was wearing made me think he was like FBI or something. That's what I was worried about. Wait, I can shoot that? I mean, I don't have a chance to shoot it, but... Really not keen on taking dynamite to the face, thank you very much. But I will happily turn you into a goo pile if that's what it takes. Disoriented. Which way was I facing over here? See if they've got any goodies stashed away in their little encampment. I didn't even see this one. Oh, a stim pack? Thank you very much. I have been badly needing those. And I'm getting radiation just being here. Wonderful. Ooh, a note. The note reads, "Some of the fellas farther north are trying to organize. We're starting to think it's a good idea. Got to pool resources if we're gonna survive out here. Sure, you've noticed the decline in travelers. If they're getting wise, so should we." I don't like that. Not like smart criminals that I might have to put down like rabid dogs later. But at least I got some stuff. And then I went kaboom. Oh, but I didn't die. Hell yeah. Well, now I gotta use that damn stim pack I found. Does that take time to kick in, or is that all of the health it's gonna give me? No, I guess it doesn't take time, but that's all it's gonna give. Well, damn. This is the correctional facility? I thought that was the prison that we had gone to before, but this is definitely something different. I don't know if they're gonna like us just wandering in looking for some Brotherhood people. Am I actually going the right way? Maybe not. It might be more off to the left. Friendly puppy? Actually don't seem unfriendly. Can I pet you? Hi, dog. Good dog. Well, that's a great fence if there's just a giant gaping hole in the side of it. Oh, hey there. How you doing?
What do you want? And don't try anything funny.
I'm Elder McNamara's representative. He said to ask if the bears are still hunting.
You speak truly, for it is unlikely that an outsider would know both the Elder's name and that passphrase. Very well. I've been observing the penal facility there in the distance for some time now, after having followed some rather disturbing rumors. The facility was run by the NCR for a time, but the prisoners overcame their guards and now use the prison as a base from which to conduct raids. What puzzles me is why these men have been allowed to run wild for so long unchecked. Why has the NCR not retaken this place? Give this to the Elder. My observations are all within. Perhaps he will have a better idea of what this situation portends.
I think it's probably because the NCR is very understaffed right now, a little underfunded. They're kind of stretched too thin. At some point, I might want to go in there and bust some heads. That sounds like a lot of fun, but not at this particular moment, so we may have to come back to that. All right, and our next one is south of here. I'm kind of tempted to head to quick travel to Nipton and head north, but at the same time, I'm also really tempted to just travel due south and see what we explore along the way. So let's do that, shall we? But I guess that does explain why the fence at the prison is so dilapidated. If the prisoners are running it, essentially you don't really need the fence anymore, do you? Although for defensive purposes, it would make sense to keep others out. I'm getting I'm being attacked music, but I don't see from where. Don't feel the need to stop and make it my problem. Although if they want to make it my problem, I will be more than happy to oblige, but if not, I'm just going to keep on keeping on. How are you all handling this heat wave?
It's fine.
Feel like it's kind of broken recently, but there was a good week where we were getting consistent temperatures above 100, which that's never a fun time. Okay, I don't think the mole rat is shooting at me, but that's the only thing indicated as an enemy. Unless maybe Boone's shooting at stuff. Get gonna be kind of hard to miss from that distance. Little dude just kind of did me a favor. All right, with that excitement out of the way, let's continue, see if we can find this Brotherhood of Steel person. Yeah, I think this is new. I don't think. Oh, new level! Hell yeah! There's one here that I wanted. Was it Fortune Finder? Or was it Scrounger? Yeah, it was this one. That way I can find more ammo. Emergency Service Rail Yard. Interesting. Doesn't seem to be inhabited. Ooh, the fire hose box. I'll take the scrap metal. I don't think a fire could really do any more damage to them at this point. I see you. What are you? You little scorpion? Lord Death, kill anything? I think I'm gonna probably get all of those by the end of this run. Am I in danger by walking on the train tracks? Do you think they're gonna be a train that'll run me over? It's just more scorpions. So I am unfamiliar with this area, but it seems like NCR Trooper, no, Brotherhood Scout, somewhere up in these mountains. I wonder what he was sent to Overwatch. See if I'm getting closer. Yeah, it looks like it should just be straight ahead of me.
Can't run from me.
Boone, at some point we gotta just realize they're out here just living their best life. Probably best just to leave them be unless they're attacking us. Ooh, Brock flower. Oh, there you are. I see you. You and your, like, pensive Batman on a tall building crouch.
Don't take another step if you value your life.
And what if I don't?
What purpose do you approach me?
Yeah, McNamara sent me.
Strange that the Elder should send an outsider, but I suppose he has his reasons. My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so far west is nearly unthinkable. The NCR has forces in all directions, and an outpost scant miles west from here. That they have not responded to this violence shows either an unwillingness or inability to properly defend their borders, which is telling. I've collected such musings in this report. Please take it to the Elder.
I will, and enjoy your stay watching over an abandoned town that got massacred. Oh, is that more broccoli flower? I think that's an ingredient for stim packs, if I remember correctly. I really got to learn to start crafting those. Last one is going to be way out here. Oh, I haven't discovered it yet. What have I discovered on this side of the river? A fort, but that's like Cottonwood Cove. I think I could... Let's see, I don't know about crossing the river. Novak. Wait, the river was that close to Novak, or is that just a road? No, that's the river. Oh, let's just go to Novak then. And then from here, we should just head due west. I don't know if I'm heading the right way, honestly. It's more... No, wait. I mixed up my east and west again. I gotta go back. Alright, well, to be back to Novak. It's been a while since we've been here. Pretty interesting going back to some of the earlier areas of the game that we briefly encountered. It's not so much that they've changed, it seems more like my perspective on things have changed and how much my growth as a character has changed. Come back to some of these areas and kind of see the implications of like this mostly thriving world. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I just think it's cool. Oh, is it this way? Okay, yeah, I might need to go around this mountain and then head up that way. But I'm kind of starting to get a theory that they have been spying on, clearly the NCR, places that have had a big NCR presence, kind of just keeping an eye on things. And I get the impression that they are coming to the conclusion that the NCR is kind of struggling right now. They've got perhaps too much on their plate.
We're getting close to Nelson. Any closer, I'm shooting any legionary I see. Hope that's not a problem.
Yeah, I don't think we need to get closer,
Damn right.
closer, but...
You and I, we're just a couple of problem solvers.
I really like you, Boone. You solve problems in the best kind of way. With bullets. In faces. Hey, he's gotta be close, right? Oh yeah, I was gonna check the map real quick. More off to my right. Okay. That one of the little lizard dudes. Oh, these guys run so funny. I love it. Whoa! Enough of that. God damn it. I will take your meat, though. Probably comes pre-seasoned and is very spicy. He's shooting at something, and I don't know what. Damn it, Boone. Your job is to keep me alive. Ah! Spitting acid at me or something? Now I gotta repair my armor. Which I don't know if I can do. I might have to pay someone to repair that for me. What the hell is shooting at me? I thought we were cool. not here to cause problems with you. I am here to cause problems with other people. Oh, fuck? How dare you attack a young lady on her lonesome in their wilderness? Have you no honor? I give you a gift of a crippled leg. I'm just gonna let you run away. Okay, if I get turned around, it should be right behind me. Night, bucko. Do I gain negative karma if Boone shoots them up? I have to assume no? Where the hell are you? It's like that song from Stranger Things, you got me running up the hill. A little bit. I wonder if I could target you. Oh, there you are. You just blended in like a rock. Unless that's just a rock. Nope, that's actually not a rock, it's a bush. Is that you? Ah, sweet. Hiya!
Approach slowly, stranger. If you have no business with me, then go.
That is a deeper voice than I anticipated for a face like that. LD McSnacky sent me.
Then I am sworn to report. I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win, but that has not happened. Instead, the two sides have reached a stalemate, and only occasionally send skirmishers against one another. If I didn't know better, I'd say neither side is confident enough to push for a full victory. Which seems strange given the NCR's technological edge. In any event, I've recorded my findings in this report. Please deliver it to the Elder. I'm sure he will find the contents most interesting.
Alright, and that is our third... What do they... Scout. Our third scout, so let's head back to good old McSnacky and tell him the good news. His boys are still alive. Which frankly I wasn't for certain that they would be. What is up, McNasty? Got your reports here for you?
Have you had any luck finding the scouts?
Oh, I
Or
did.
did you have something to discuss?
Yes, I did. Here are their reports.
Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading this right, it appears that the NCR's grip on this region is nowhere near as firm as I thought. I'll have to review these in detail, but these reports have given me much to think about. Thank you, Outsider. You've become someone I can count on, so I believe I can share something rather confidential with you.
Oh, before he said, I wanted to say, I'm sure you know the importance of a firm grip. Just tell me what you want to do. Or wait. Go on.
The device that creates the sandstorms above, that masks our comings and goings, was only intended to be used in case of emergencies. It was never meant to be used with any regularity, and the other systems here were not designed to accommodate such usage. In particular, the air filtration system simply cannot handle the quantity of sand and grit that it's been forced to cope with these last few years. As a result, the system is failing, albeit slowly. I'm told we have a scant few months before it shuts down completely. Should that happen,
it will quickly become impossible to breathe here in the bunker. Already the air quality begins to slightly worsen. I would like you to find the components we need to fix this bunker's air filtration system. I cannot overstate the importance of this task. See Senior Knight Lorenzo for the details. He's the one who brought the matter to my attention, and the only other person who is aware of it.
I mean, until I tell that other guy who doesn't like you, because I've been telling him all your goings on. But yeah, I'll see what I can do about your air filtration unit, because the air might be getting stale, or I just might have farted and you're just like wafting in it right now. All right, well, that's going to be my time for today. So thank you so much for tuning in as I continue playing Fallout New Vegas. Be sure to check back next week, because I am super interested in what's going on with this little corporate espionage we're doing for the Brotherhood. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.
Thank you for watching to the end of the video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Doing so encourages YouTube to show my content to more people, and you won't want to miss out on my next upload.